That's the night I almost lost everything. The price actually went past my liquidation price. Every dollar that I had ever worked for, gone. Of course, in hindsight, I just held on to that. It'd be $500 million. It's so ridiculous I can't process it, but this movie has nothing to do with any of it. The universe tried to warn me. Like, he tried to warn me.
Who tried to warn you?
The man in my dreams. He's a shapeshifter. He can assume the role of a dead loved one. He can appear as animals, old friends. He's just every single person in your dream. It's not the first time I met him either. I remember I was 15 years old and all I saw was a bright light.
Your barber is going to die. Your barber is going to die. Your barber is going to die.
Yo, you good, man?
Huh?
You good, man?
Oh, yeah, I'm good. I had like the weirdest dream last night.
No way! I dreamt last night too. It's crazy.
Well, you gonna tell us what it was about, or?
This man in a suit said my barber was gonna die.
Your barber? Wait, who even has a barber anymore?
No, I know. I think he meant this guy Joe Barca. Like
Joe
I used
Barca, Joe Baca, like that.
So calm down there,
Dude.
Chewie. You don't gotta eat the man's hair like that.
Yeah, but can you imagine though if something really does happen to him?
Well, whatever you do, just don't dream about me. I at least want to get laid before I die.
Amen, brother.
If I did though, like dream about one of you guys dying or whatever, would you want to know?
No, probably not.
Just keep the one to yourself.
Sorry, I pulled all the olives out of your macaroni salad again, huh?
Oh, I'm not gonna.
It's the only vegetable in the whole plate.
Corn's
No, I
a
think
vegetable.
It's a starch, Mom.
That's a vegetable.
It's a vegetable. Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
what are
we
you
got
talking
corn
about?
on our plate.
And
What's the
olives aren't a
problem?
vegetable,
Olives aren't a vegetable?
are they?
Yeah, they're.
What is this, pickle mom night?
All right, let's get back to
It's
eating.
not pick the chicken night. Goodness.
You don't like the chicken?
Mom.
You've always liked chicken.
I mean, I like the. I like
What, 'cause
chicken.
it's not nuggets
I
tonight?
have to eat chicken every night, so of course I like chicken.
You don't eat chicken every night.
Okay, Mom. What do you think?
And you don't have anything nice to say. You're not supposed to say anything at all. That's what my mom always said.
Is that what your mom always said?
That's enough. Jesse, you're awful quiet. You okay?
I had a dream Joe Barca died.
Old Joe?
Yeah.
Well, how'd he die?
I don't know. A man in a suit told me.
A man in a suit. What do you look like?
I don't know, he had dark hair and pitch black eyes, and he was taller, and he told me that he was gonna die, and I woke up crying. Dude, shut up, Jack. Can you not be like a jerk for 2 seconds, please?
Baby had a bed dream. That's okay.
Oh, sorry, I don't dream about Power Rangers every day like you.
And hey, did he teabag you?
Leave your brother alone.
So when's the last time you even seen him?
I know it's been years. That's why it's so weird.
Hi, Ella.
Ella, back away from the table.
Okay. Ready? Okay. Take it nice. Yeah, take it nice. Take it nice. Ooh. Teabag. Nah, you know you like it. Did I tell you guys about the nugget shit I took the other day? Oh my god. It's like the Juggernaut took that shit, I'm telling you. No, dude.
You know you would have looked at it. You know you would have looked at it. All right, guys, come on, let's go. Let's go. I am not losing my level 36. I'm telling you that right now.
How'd you know?
Know what?
I just got off the phone with Pop. And he said Joe Barga had a heart attack.
Pretty sure I just heard his dad.
Yo, Hamid's bad.
Jesse, you there? All right, dude, two guys coming up on the left. Hey, Fuzzball. Sniper, where you at? They're pushing, they're pushing. I think his dad's having a heart attack. Corn, I think Jesse wants to go take a shit again. Yo, listen. Is he crying right now?
Guys, I'm just getting teabagged nonstop over here.
Dreaming the future. Premonitions. Visions. Precognition. I thought my experience with Joe Barca was just going to be a one-off occurrence. It sounds like something completely make-believe. This is a very real thing that happened to me when I was 15 years old. What I thought was just a shot in the dark. Just a lucky guess. It just kept happening. It just kept happening. I did not sleep well last night. This has kind of been part of the course, but I used to sleep great. I would get 10, 12 hours most nights, especially when I was a kid. I would be flying around. I don't know, I'm not even like no bird flap wings. I'm just soaring just with my mind, like kind of like levitating, just. It's just like when you're a kid, I feel like all the dreams would be so fantastical, and it's like it didn't matter that it didn't make sense. It was like you were just playing. It felt relaxing and peaceful, like, you know, it was all a game, or, you know, and it was all, your family was still around, like all the ones that you knew, and even people that you didn't know, everyone was great. Like, this was all exciting. Like, you didn't have enough, I guess, bad experiences to sift in through your life that now, like, kind of like toxify it all. I'll lay in bed for hours before I even fall asleep. Who am I gonna dream about tonight? Because what's gonna happen to that person in my dream, and are they gonna not be there when I wake up? Whose death am I gonna envision tonight that I'm gonna not know whether I should tell them about it in real life or just keep it to myself? I worked at a plumbing shop for a couple years, just kind of doing inventory and, you know, serving customers. There was an old woman that worked at the shop and would hang out in the office. We got really close in the plumbing shop. However, I had a dream. I had some third-party perspective on the highway that wraps around Voros Plumbing. The dream consisted of Joan in her car, trying to just turn into the plumbing shop. Makes that turn pretty much every workday. Except this day in the dream, a red tractor trailer comes barreling down the highway and crashes into her car, killing her. Joan Voros, red tractor trailer, dead. The next day at work, I said, yeah, I saw you get crushed by a red tractor trailer. She's like, oh, that's lovely. Everything was fine for a few weeks, until I got a text message from Joan herself, saying I just swerved off the road, narrowly avoiding a red tractor trailer. She said, I'm really shaken up right now. She said, had you not warned me, I don't think I would have reacted quick enough. I don't know what to make of that. Lucky guess. Joan was fine, and we talked about it the next day, and I'm sure we made sick jokes about it and laughed. That's what humans do when they can't confront the sickening reality of possibilities, something they might not understand. Let's joke about it and forget it, and act like it never happened. Hey there, J's, your old pal McJuggerNuggets here. That's how I've introed close to 2,000 videos, because I am a YouTuber. making a movie. That's right, yeah, it's the YouTube movie. What's this guy doing? My name's Jesse Ridgway, also known as McJuggerNuggets, more notoriously online. So I've been making YouTube videos since I was 14 years old, so I've been at this thing for close to 17 years now. And we've accumulated over 2 billion views just on YouTube alone, and this has been my full-time career for the last decade. I'm that kid in his underwear that's screaming at his dad as he ran over his video games with a lawnmower. Yeah, the kid that flips the Thanksgiving tables over and gets a turkey thrown at him by his father. It's me and my dad, psycho dad. Psycho kid, shot my dad with a gun and... You made me this way! Fled to Switzerland. Anyone over the age of 40 probably has no idea what I'm talking about.
Wait.
All of you!
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
We'll do choreographed stunts, kind of just some loose improv with these ridiculous scenarios, basically to clickbait and drive attention to a narrative that I'm trying to construe. So it was a little bit of a boy who cried wolf scenario where I pretended that this whole fake life was real, the internet believed it. We're sorry about that. Guys, we are working hard, building up the little campsite area. This is probably the hardest I've ever worked in my life. Feast your eyes upon my pride, my joy. Welcome to Eagle's Landing. You guys gotta check this place out, it's insane. That Eagle's Landing series brought in around 100 million views that month. I was gaining like 10,000 subscribers a day and was really what blew up my channel. A lot of fans found me through that. Anyway, guys, drop some likes on this video. I'm gonna say F you to your dad, and subscribe. I'm gonna say F you to my dad. All right, Jays, I love you all to death, and don't forget to keep it rigid. I didn't realize that I had dreamt that 2 years prior.
Okay, so my brother had a dream that he was in an alternate reality in a tent filming himself.
The video was an alternate reality. It was not real life. That's what I meant by alternate reality. In the dream, right?
Do you want me to respond to you? Do you want me to respond to the camera?
What are you trying to insinuate? I'm just trying to ask you genuine questions right now.
I guess, I don't know.
There's really not much to work with because you're not even open to the idea. How many more, you don't remember Joe Barger, you're literally
I'm sorry, but when you present with me oh, I had this dream of me being in a tent. We camped a lot. Oh,
not in a tent.
I don't think you guys were ever in a tent, but that could have resonated in your mind.
So, a lot of different ideas that he could have just combined into a dream, woken up, wrote it down, and then years down the road, he made it happen in the form of video.
So you're saying it was a lucky hit? That my dream matched? It was a lucky match?
I think that the dream matching the video was a coincidence.
And what if I told you Eagle's Landing wasn't my idea? I had randomly met through a mutual friend, this financial guy. He said, you know what'd be funny? So what if you were kicked out of your house and you were living in a tent playing games from there? I said, yeah, that's a really good idea. So I can't even argue against it now. I can't say it was a self-fulfilling prophecy. It came from an outside source. So the only conclusion I could come to is that it was always going to happen.
I can't say one way or the other for sure, whether it was something that was meant to be, but it did seem like Jesse did have a flow, like he did know ahead of time. It did seem like that.
Something was grabbing my chest and just pulling me along. It was just dragging me through all these experiences. I was a freshman in high school, the very first period. And when everybody's half asleep, the teacher's joining on, and you're really just trying to just stay awake. And in that state, you're just getting all of a sudden, you hear voices, you see things, and what I would do is I would just open up a notebook. I didn't realize what I was doing at the time, but apparently this is kind of known as free writing, where you just go lucid and you let your hand just write slowly, whatever just comes to mind, as ridiculous as it may sound. I tried to direct it a little bit because I wanted to try to make a series. I've always been obsessed with television series and dramatic works. And so I was writing something to do for my YouTube channel.
Jesse made Rule 19, which is one of my favorites, with a whole bunch of clones. and they all had different personalities.
What Rule 19 meant, it was a virus that was affecting the clones. Rule 19, COVID-19, virus, I mean...
Oh, shoot, yes.
I did a series called My Virtual Escape. In that virtual reality series, my Uncle Chris in real life was like playing a character in a series. And me and him developed a really close relationship through all the YouTube videos. He was played by my older brother. My Uncle Chris is my dad's older brother. When Uncle Chris's character died in My Virtual Escape, he started bleeding from the nose, which is how all the clones died from Rule 19, AKA COVID-19. The crazy thing is when Uncle Chris's character gets killed off in the simulation, he is stabbed against an oak tree, red oak, and he's stabbed by you playing as the servant, AKA his boss. So just to sum it up, Uncle Chris's boss killed him. A little over 2 years ago, my Uncle Chris was at work. His boss came in and gave him COVID-19. My uncle died within a week of that. The company my uncle works for was called Red Oak.
The irony of that. That'll resonate for a day or two. Didn't know all that. And yes, his boss did kill him in real life.
Almost as if subconsciously, when I write these series, these ideas that sort of come from nowhere is actually coming from somewhere, that somewhere being the future. Bit too many synchronicities there.
Yeah.
Too many things line up.
Yep.
It's pretty ridiculous.
It is pretty ridiculous now that you brought it to my attention, and then you start thinking a little bit more about it.
Like even the dreams. When I was younger, it seemed like, that's no big deal.
You good?
I question things now more as I'm older. Ever since my dad died, I want to know more. I don't know why I want it to be magical.
What I like to think is magic is just science that isn't understood yet.
I remember Jesse having a dream about one of his school teachers having cancer. And guess what?
He's a 9th grade history teacher, Mr. Harris. He's a very sweet guy, very smart, very caring towards his students. It's very rare in a teacher. Well, I dreamt about Mr. Harris. It. However, I got this sinking feeling as he walked away and his back was a little hunched. There's something wrong with him too. This one would take years to play out. It started with his wife getting cancer. She died. As well as Mr. Harris died too. It's a very sad story, and I don't want it to be sad.
Forecasting somebody's demise, that's almost godlike. I don't know if people are supposed to have that kind of power. There's certain things that just should be left untouched.
I mean, I did have a dream about seeing my own death certificate.
Could you unpack that for us? Because that's a pretty bold thing to say.
I don't remember.
The word interceptor?
I do remember that there was an interceptor, but I don't...
Does that scare you?
It did a little bit, but it could have been somebody else's death. It could have been my mother's. She passed away in 2021. Interceptor could have been COVID intercepted her.
It's like looking at a piece of art. Well, somebody that writes it or draws it or paints it out or any other form of artistic endeavor, it could mean something to them, but if it's presented in a way that anybody can walk away with a different interpretation, that's how I kind of view dreams.
I had a very short dream about my old friend Gina from college. Then I wake up and I check that Gina just posted a recent photo, looking exactly like a zombie. I had this dream this one night. I was working on this movie theater being built in my basement. It's my old friend Paul from high school that I hadn't seen in like 10 years. And he's wearing like full construction gear, like he's ready to help us out. That's the dream. I upload like a 2-3-year-old video to Facebook of the movie theater construction, and at that same exact time I check my inbox. Guess who messaged me? Paul. First message in 10 years, and you know what he says? Hey man, really loving these videos on Facebook. I told him, thanks man, I'm glad you liked the vids. Drop a like, subscribe.
So Jesse and I met in 2019 on a dating app. One of our first conversations, he did mention how he already visioned me in his home walking around the corner, which was kind of pretty bizarre, especially when you're first talking to somebody that you don't even know if you're interested in yet.
It's funny, you always hear that too. Oh, I knew the first day, and you're like, yeah, okay, as if, you know, you're kind of rewriting history.
I don't think it was a tactic. I think what he was saying was true. I felt that connection with him from our first conversations. Yeah, I just went with it. I just wasn't sure if it actually is a real thing to just dream the future or see these future visions. They kept happening and happening, and they were like turning out to be true. It finally did take a turn, and I started to experience them on my own. So there was this one instance where my dog Mason got into a trash can and he ate probably a whole pack's worth of used makeup wipes. So I took Mason to Jesse's house. Before I went to the animal hospital, I let Mason roam the house. He had this sense to him that he was very familiar with the house. He went straight to the living room and jumped up on the couch and laid on the arm of the chair as if he's been there before, when that was his first time ever being there. I did have this weird moment hit me. I guess I would call it a deja vu. I've seen this before. I've felt this feeling before. I've seen Mason run across the kitchen. Mason goes in that chair every single day and sits in that same spot.
Have you ever been half asleep and you hear a sound? Then you wake up and then that sound happens? Because that sounds exactly like what this is. Evolution in our species, where like we hear the bush rustling and we're trying to guess what kind of predator is in the bush. Like, is it gonna kill me? Should I be scared? Should I be excited? It starts to activate that fight or flight response. Maybe that predictive ability, that foresight has extended itself a bit further. Before somebody gets a call from a loved one saying that so-and-so died, all of a sudden I just feel off today. Like something's wrong. I have a bad feeling.
Yeah, so this past summer I had a dream where these two boys showed up to the house. They were trespassing on the property. They showed up with fishing poles, wanting to go fish at the lake that's in our backyard. So the next morning I wake up, it's real life. I went out on the deck and I hear voices. They looked exactly like the kids in my dream. I mean, I think even down to the color of their shirt, what they were wearing, everything. Yeah, at this point, I believe it's real because I now have my own experiences. I'm all in now. This is real. This happens because that was my third.
I would question whether or not the story is true. So she could say that, but do I believe her? Is there any evidence that it took place? People's memories get fuzzy. I don't recall a lot of things that happened in my childhood. So it doesn't mean that it didn't exist, but it also just, a lot of things can change in a story over time. So while you remember it to be one way immediately, as time goes on, it may get a little bit more gray. If you're hearing it secondhand, it could change several times since then.
People discredit dreams and people's experiences, personal experiences, as saying that it's not evidence that there is something more going on. But what other evidence will we have than somebody's testimonial? How else can we read somebody's dreams? We have to trust the person telling us. So once I started realizing that like maybe I could dream the future, naturally I'm like, all right, how can I make money off this? Let me go in and see if I can, I don't know, maybe get some lottery numbers for the next day. And so I spawned outside of this cornfield. Oh, hi, Jenny. Ha 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 hi. Okay. Okay. Okay, are you gonna sit in? It was kind of be my smoking gun to prove that this thing exists. If you want something to appear, you can't be looking in the direction that you want it to appear. You actually have to look away and then look back and then it'll be there. The numbers start swirling around. Everything's blurry. I'm like trying to, which number is that? Is it 2, is it 4, 3, 6? It's almost like the dream is falling apart around me. It just like really doesn't want me to access this information. All of a sudden, I'm thrust out of the dream and I'm forced to, okay, what did I just see? I either grab a dream journal, I record on my phone, and I quickly wrote down a complete sequence of numbers. I played what was a 5-number sequence for what was Jersey Cash 5. It was around, I think, a $500,000 prize. I got 3 out of 5 correct, and the other 2 were like a digit off. I would equate it to like making free throws in basketball. This was maybe my 5th or 6th time actually dreaming a set of lottery numbers. I'm not gonna make every shot. You say I'm LeBron James of sleep?
I would not say you are the LeBron James of sleep because that would mean you get great sleep every night, and you don't.
Can you say it to the camera? He just asked me to say.
Yeah.
How many home runs does someone need to get to prove that it's not luck?
Is this a baseball analogy we're using now?
Hey, you like baseball?
I love baseball. I would have to see a lot of home runs. If they're going to be good and legitimate, they have to have a good average.
Who does?
The precog people.
Maybe the lottery numbers is a bit too ambitious. Let me do some stock picks.
He was on the toilet for what feels like 3 hours each night. That is not an exaggeration at all. Because I know he's staring at his phone, looking at finance stuff, business.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm still pooping. It's like I'm dumping, it's dumping usually. There's this huge ball of fire hurtling through the sky, coming crashing towards the ground in this huge burst of flame. Like, what the heck just happened? So I run over, and there's a huge impact crater. And in the center of this crater, once the smoke cleared, was a gaming console. And I wake up, I write everything down. I actually draw the dashboard that I saw. Not long after that, a new console released. And wouldn't you know it, exact, perfect match to my dream description. Not only that, but the game that shipped with that console is about these mechanical titans falling and flying through the sky as if they were asteroids or meteors and crashing into the ground. So my dream took those two concepts blended them together.
People don't want to hear your goofy dreams.
So you're saying nobody's gonna watch this movie?
What do you mean? Why wouldn't they watch it? You're doing precognitive dreaming. That's like a dream with vision. I mean, that's totally different. What you're going to be shown is not always your choice.
You can do anything you want. You can, you have choice and all that, but I do understand the other side now, and I do lean more towards everything's predestined.
I remember our old family dog, Ella, where I walked her outside one day. She's around 9 or 10 years old, it's older for a lab, but usually they go into the double digits. I took her off the leash and she went up ahead, stopped, turned around, and then just sat and stared at me. And I got this sickening gut feeling that this was gonna be the last times I was gonna see my dog. Yeah, it was around 2 to 3 weeks later that Ella was diagnosed with cancer and then died within like 5 days. John's 13 years old now. I've grown up with this dog. He's been in many videos of mine. We call him Poopy John because he smells. No. Lay down. Lay down, John. Lay down. We were gonna get another dog to play as Ella, but I think it's fitting if John does. Because you remember her, huh? As bad as it sounds, it's like, oh wow, all I do is dream and have visions of terrible things happening. That was actually one of the few times where I was glad it happened, because I feel like it gave me a warning. It gave me a chance to just spend some time with Ella before she might pass. I'm gonna be leaving for a while, so be here when I get back. Come on, John. Let's go be Ella. Let's go be Ella. This specific precognitive experience is probably one of the ones that breaks my brain. Do I know you?
You know who I am.
Omar? I have no clue who Omar is. I don't know any Omar in my real life. Yet suddenly my mouth, which I did not have control over, just spoke out loud and said, Omar? And then I woke up and immediately jotted it down. However, flash forward to later that night. Me and my girlfriend were doing a little Netflix and chill, and I decided, oh, hey, look, here's a documentary about it was a cryptocurrency. Let me check this out. And I click on it. It was about this exchange getting hacked. Until I see a man's face appear onto the screen. It was Omar. It was the man from my dreams. It's probably the dream man. Felt like it was all a ploy, something to set this all off in motion. It's something that is so impossible to articulate. It's such a huge basis on why I wanted to make this film. How do you tell somebody, or how do you show the world that I could see the future and be completely realistic and genuine when you say that? How do you do that without everybody saying that he's got to be lying? It's got to be a story, especially the guy who made his whole life a story. That's the ultimate irony. Let's make the guy who fakes everything for videos for YouTube, let's make him the guy that can dream the future. That's good. Then here I am, stuck with these nightmares.
Yeah, But I don't believe that you can predict the future. Because then you're predicting choice. And without choice, what's the point?
Well, this movie's for you then, Jeffrey. You don't believe in anything.
Not really, no. I believe in the things around me. I believe in
Ex-girlfriends
people,
of mine. Ex-girlfriends
family,
of mine.
friends.
Literally, their names in old scripts that I wrote in weird symbolic ways.
Again, that's coincidence. Like, I mean, look, they're not like really exotic names. And
With Ethereum, I picked the best investment of the entire decade, but like it's almost like I knew. It's almost like I knew the entire run on YouTube. It's like I knew.
I wouldn't say these are facts. I would say these are your own
Because
experiences.
you don't care about the facts.
I think that what you're presenting is your own
So
personal
you
experiences.
you can't honestly say that I've told you something prior, and then it ends up happening.
I don't remember.
There's something down here that I have. Where's your? Do you have your books down here? When did you graduate? 2007. Yeah. All right. So it's this one. All the younger siblings are writing to their older siblings.
Yeah, I know that.
And parents. I think there's even something where mom and dad said something, but they're not gonna say something like what I said. There. Look. Read it. Read it. Read that. I already know what it says. Read it.
Jeffrey, wow.
You don't have to read it into the camera, dude.
You proved me wrong. I'll try to live to your example, except for the buffness.
Because you graduated high school, I was surprised. That's a joke.
Understood. Good luck. I'll see you outside my mansion someday. Your little brother, Meatball.
Did I not call that? Literally, I was what, 14, 15, right around when I was having these other precogs, and I said, see you outside my mansion. And what happened? You lived in my house. You lived in the mansion with me.
You don't have a mansion.
There's freaking 9 bedrooms in the house. There's 3 kitchens. I was
in-
basically saying that I knew I would be successful because I knew it.
Why don't you just say that?
What's it gonna take for you to give me some credit? The fact that like I am actually having these experiences and that I might potentially feel something intuitively that is gonna happen in the future.
Jess, I love you. You're my little brother. I support you in the Psycho series and everything with YouTube and everything.
This goes
success.
past that to me because it's a very personal thing.
I understand.
And it's something that is very hard to talk about because people immediately stigmatize it. They think that it's not valid because it's my emotional experience. I'm telling you there's something here.
I understand where you're coming from.
Suddenly these things that just seem kind of magical happen. By coincidence?
You
You think that's coincidence, really?
I'm concerned over this, okay? I answered the questions. It may not fit
concerned
what
in
you
what
want.
way?
I don't think I can help you. I'm sorry.
All right. I can't promise that there'll be much of you in it. So.
Hey, that's
Guys,
on
we can-
you, but
we
like,
can
if
cut
you
it.
wanted my honest take, and I gave you my honest take. So whether or not it fits your agenda, that's your call.
It's
This
not.
is your.
It's not an agenda.
It's not.
There's no agenda. My agenda is just to keep people open.
If
When
you wanted to-
actually, I'm just saying, could you at least consider an opinion outside of your own that might break how your paradigm works in your brain?
Hey, you
That's
haven't
the only
convinced
thing
me,
I'm-
Jess. And if you want this to keep people's minds open, maybe give them all perspectives so that maybe you don't just portray it in one way and then everybody else just thinks the same way as you.
Okay, fair. We'll leave a little bit. We'll leave a little bit of your skepticism, but Jeffrey, I think the world has enough of that.
I've got a mic. Who gets that? I give it to you, I guess.
I think Jesse's looking for the meaning of life. I think Jesse's thinking that, you know, he wants to be ahead of the curve. That's what Jesse's all about.
I just want to get answers. I want to go out. I want to talk to people. I want to talk to people like me. I want to get whatever experts exist in the space, what little probably are there. And I just want them to tell me what's like wrong with me or like what is potentially right with me or like why am I experiencing these things? I don't want to feel like I'm crazy. I don't want to feel alone.
I don't know that Jesse will ever find any answers. I'm hoping that he doesn't get scared to sleep.
Because if I'm going to uncover some answers and get to the truth, I'm going to need help. I've already tried living and dealing with it on my own, and I can't say I've been very successful.
This has been a huge toll on him for as long as I've known him. And I hope that he finally gets the rest that he needs.
Have you ever dreamt the future?
I have dreamt the future.
Would you say you've dreamt the future?
Yeah, I have.
I've dreamt the future on a number of different occasions.
I haven't dreamt the future, but
I believe I have dreamt the future.
No, can't say that I have, but I've had this crazy recurring dream.
Yes, my name is Maria, and I have dreamt the future.
I had a dream about getting hit by a car, or nearly getting hit by a car. And literally the next day, one of my classmates, he ends up getting hit by a car.
There was a lot of fires, some people were screaming, and it was really, really scary.
Nothing fatal. He ends up getting up and he's talking about it the next day, like, yo, guys, did you see what happened?
Terrorists came to my house and took our family hostage. And that was my dream about, because I saw it exactly how it was happened.
So in college, there was an incident where a professor was sick, so they had a substitute.
I really had this strong feeling that my Instagram was gonna get deleted. Like, you ever felt something and then like you're like, oh, this is gonna happen today? That's how I felt.
I dreamt my grandfather's stroke the night before it happened.
And the previous night, I had dreamed of being in a class with this substitute professor, despite me having never seen them before. And the next day, I walked in, and there she was.
My brain told me in the dream that it was my father having a heart attack, but that was really only me assuming so.
Dreamt that I was at work and I was working in the tower, taking care of the planes, bringing them in and out.
I dreamt of this random, like, empty mall.
And I could see this man off to my side, and I look over, looking straight at him, and he raises a gun and he shoots me right in the chest.
And then a few weeks later, we took a road trip and, like, ended up at that same one. And immediately I was like, I've been here before. So according to the Zohar, there's never an event that manifests in the physical world that isn't first dreamed by people.
I think every person has this ability and the talent to listen to their intuition, or
I don't know, I guess control these premonitions, these dreams, so that I can have more positive outcomes in my day-to-day life. But these are the dreams that tend to stick out.
I'm waiting for somebody to pop out. And I'm hoping it's just a crazy dream, but I'm also scared that it's going to become my reality.
He's here.
Hey, Mike. Good to see you.
Hey.
It's been a minute.
Yep.
You all right? I know, I haven't seen you. We're already rolling, so.
Yeah, but I thought we were gonna talk off camera, Jesse.
Yeah. Well, I want to do it on because there's stuff I want to ask you. So if we were able to come
Stuff I want to
inside,
ask you, like why your dad blocked me.
I didn't want to talk about that stuff. So if we could come in, I wanted to ask you just a few questions. We sit down and do an interview.
I thought you were making a documentary.
We are.
Then why are we doing shots with Bridget by the door and like?
Well, we're not talking about that. We're doing cinematic stuff, in addition to doing real stuff as well.
Sorry, points, excuse me. Points.
That's Jason. We got lighting coming in, so we're just trying to make it look good.
There's a guy who's been in my house for 10 minutes.
You're not supposed to address that's high.
What?
High.
Hi. What are we doing?
You still have the old notebook that you showed me when I first came here.
Why are you talking about that to these people?
They're just gonna be. We might have some stuff to move.
You got cameras. You got boom mics.
Yeah.
What is all this?
You showed me a notebook when I first was here in 2016 that showed like predicted different things like deaths and it was some I think an Eminem album or something.
Okay, this is really personal.
What are you asking questions about?
What are you doing?
Yeah, but there's been things that you showed me the book 6 years ago that have come true since that time.
It's a coincidence.
Mike.
What is this?
That's
what is this
coincidence. That's what it's about.
About what?
Precognition.
Oh, you're so deep.
Like dreaming the future, having visions, what you were, I think, potentially, was it free writing?
I don't know if I have the books anymore. They're gone. Right?
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta have them. You still gotta
we
have
have
them.
them.
Oh my God. Didn't he predict one of your family members dying?
Yes.
Don't you think that's pretty crazy to talk about?
Yeah, it's definitely really crazy, but I don't know about all these cameras.
You share everything, you share your whole lives with the camera. This is just a little bigger. There it is.
What do you need this for?
People say up over there. You got kids' Cheerios still over there.
Yeah, because we have kids.
Yeah.
I don't like these guys.
I haven't been here in 3 years, man.
Yeah. Is that what we're talking about?
No. Oh, actually, we do need to have you sign off on the release to be in this. So actually, we can get that now. It depends in there.
I'm not signing anything. My name is Michael Green. I am a YouTuber. You might know me from the Angry Grandpa show.
And so your dad is Angry Grandpa.
My father is Angry Grandpa, the angriest old man on the internet. Was. I'm known as Kid Behind a Camera because I was always the guy filming the videos. You might have seen Angry Grandpa destroys PlayStation 4. It's got 40 million views. The video where I gave him his dream car on Facebook has over 100 million views. The videos are everywhere. Kevin Hart, Shaquille O'Neal, they were sharing a video where Dad tried to scrub a tattoo off his back. And we were flat broke. We came from a trailer park, and from the trailer park, I was able to buy my father a house, and he didn't have to worry about bills anymore until his death. YouTube has given me everything. Right now I have 2 kids and I upload daily videos with them, and we're total white trash. That's what we are. McJuggerNuggets was my biggest competition on YouTube. One day we're uploading Angry Grandpa videos and we're the #1 in the freak out genre.
Jesus, Dad! Oh my God! Let it cool down!
Then all of a sudden there's this other guy that people are talking about. And at the beginning, I didn't think he was a threat. I better compete or my channel's done. Now all of a sudden he's doing videos with his father and they're breaking things. He took my thing.
I'm not gonna let you sneak that through.
But that's what happened, Jesse.
Really? Did I get any royalties? Or
No, you get nothing. McJuggerNuggets and I have done a ton of videos together. He's kidnapped my kid at one point. We've done it's all a blur. I don't even remember the videos.
When we first collabed, there was a notebook that you showed me in 2016. Can you talk about that?
Whatever I write is what I write. Sometimes it's little notes, sometimes it's complete gibberish, and sometimes what I write down has happened. I don't even know what I'm thinking when I'm writing at the time. All I know is I'll snap out of it and I'll look and, oh, I wrote some stuff, and then I'll turn the page and write something else. I haven't shared it because people call our videos fake, so they're not gonna believe it. I was ashamed of it.
Is there a certain fear you have for this specifically being called fake?
Yeah, because it's real.
Do you believe it to be real?
Sometimes. I just don't have an explanation for it. I don't know what it is.
This page says the love that you bring says help me the gate is a nightmare. Do you know?
Yes, I remember this because the song came out.
What's the song?
The love that you bring.
That's the first line you have, yep.
Brings me home.
How's the chorus go?
Do you love me? Do you need me? Do you wanna believe me? Do you think that you don't need me? Do you wanna deceive me?
Yeah, that's what you have. Pretty much.
Right. I mean, Jesse, I understand.
Do you?
And sometimes I'll write fake albums that don't exist that I want to, and I'll sing them to myself, and I'll pretend that the songs are real. Sometimes I'll go to the computer and design them. The album's called Recovery.
You have written Recovered.
Look at the cover that I drew.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I see a man on a road. You see the lines.
White trash party.
You have white trash party written down.
Going through changes.
You have gone through changes written down.
Jesse, I'm gonna look like some kind of weirdo right now. Nobody's buying this.
Yep, here's another image of an Eminem album cover. A man's face as it kind of blends in with a flag. What are some of the tracks on that album?
Walk on Water.
Your first track, you have Water to Wine.
River.
Yeah, you have The River. What's with the star?
Star indicates a single. River was a single, yes.
You're getting some of these verbatim, word for word.
Yes, it's a very important album to me. It leaked the day of Dad's funeral.
You think that's why? Do you have a real fear of stuff that's to come? Because there was one entry you had with an asteroid hitting the Earth in 2029.
And coming back in 2036. I've had dreams about it.
You've also had dreams.
That asteroid entry is not free writing. I purposely wrote that one.
Jesus Christ, Mike. You have a shooting in Vegas, 2017, says Mandalay Bay.
Yes.
Parkland, Florida says school shooting, gun violence. It's all written together.
Right, but what do I do with this?
It's not even a matter of what do you...
If I go to the police and say, hey, there's gonna be a shooting, I'm gonna get arrested.
I have a page open right here. It says contagious. It says after a bite from a bat, the world shuts down from a virus that spreads like the plague. The president fails to control it, and suddenly we're getting delivered groceries and even washing them. The vaccine isn't trusted, and the scientists are idiots. Nobody wears a mask, and it never goes away. This was written before 2020.
It was written in like 2010.
Correct. It says, happy birthday, Dad. Life is so good, and I keep waiting for it to drop on my head. I don't want to lose you, but I have a bad feeling. Is it coming? How long? Under 5 years. His dad is sick, not telling us. Look at his skin. What is the relevance with look at his skin? You have that underlined.
I kept having a feeling, dreams where he wasn't in them, of the future. So I told him to get checked for cirrhosis of the liver because his skin was ripping really easily. And I told him, I was like, Dad, maybe you should get checked for cirrhosis. And he told me, oh, I'm fine, mate. And he died of cirrhosis.
You have this written in 2014.
Yeah. What does it mean?
Did you ever show him this?
No, I told him to get checked. I asked him if he would get some blood work. Part of me thinks he already knew. Where I lived in fear my whole entire life of my father's death. It haunted me since I was a child. I would open the door to make sure he's still breathing when I was 10. And then when he passed away, I never felt anything about it again. I'm not afraid of death anymore. I'm not.
Do you think you would have listened, Bridget, if Michael had said something about you, something was going to happen to you? Would you have listened to him?
Yeah, I would.
At this point now, because you've seen enough evidence.
I've warned you about stuff and you don't believe it.
Oh.
Would you?
Well, if it was about me, yeah.
Bridget, grandma, much older, long way to go. And then what is his name?
Sumner.
Sumner. Who is that?
That was my grandpa.
And it has written here May 2nd, 2010, 84 years. And this was written May 2nd, 2009. Did Sumner die on
Yes.
May?
I never told her grandmother this. They're gonna hate me for it.
They're not gonna hate you.
He died a year later, to the day.
And it's just mind-boggling for somebody who's had this many experiences like you've had.
What is it? Come on, please. Like every time you turn to a new page, Mike.
Did you just write this, Mike?
What does it say? Please show me, because now I'm freaking out.
Says Jesse tries to kill himself?
What?
Wife dies after a battle with cancer.
It's a movie idea.
I've seen Ashley. I've had visions.
You've dreamed this?
No. I've seen it in waking life. I've seen her bald. I've seen her with cancer. It says they live on another plane, always around us, always watching. They appear to us like loved ones. Because you know we're being haunted.
Stop. You're internalizing this stuff too much, Jesse. It's like, that's a movie idea, man.
Yeah, but a lot of my video ideas have ended up coming true. And you're writing this movie. And now that I see the name, you've mentioned this movie before. So it's one that you've been writing for a while. It's an idea you've had for a long time.
Yes.
It's all like linked because you're feeling it. You're feeling the future.
Yes. Genuinely, I never thought about it like that.
Which part?
Like I'm writing movie ideas about shit. I'm thinking it's a movie idea because it's an idea that came to me, but what if it's not? What if it's something? Yes. It's a movie, man. It's a movie, man.
So we're just stuck in this. I mean, I feel like that's the only way for it to be true, right?
We're fucked.
Would you want to try to tap in now? Me and you, like one-on-one, see if we can get anything?
It's not gonna work.
What if it does?
Back in 2019, Jesse had this idea that maybe we could send messages to each other if we're standing across from each other. So I had Bridget on the phone. I texted her the emoji for the Easter Island head. Let's see if he guesses it. And he guessed it. The first thing out of his mouth was Easter Island. And the hairs on my arms stuck up, and he thought we were lying. We both cried. Because how do you explain it? How did that happen?
So I wasn't reading your mind, it's just that I would later get exposed to Easter Island and I was somehow able to see it.
So you think the loop scenario. So because you see it here, you can see it here.
I have some things. I'm afraid to speak it out loud because I don't want it to be wrong. I'm also afraid it might be right too. Waterfall, Appalachian, like evergreen trees. Completely off, right?
Heisenberg.
Well, at the end of Breaking Bad, he was... I'll give you a prompt. Animal.
Llama? There's nothing, Jesse. There's nothing to this.
I keep trying, keep trying.
You can just keep naming animals all day. Horse?
Hippopotamus. Are we forcing it?
Well, yeah, this is definitely forcing it.
So I got a word actually that came to me, and the word was feline.
What are we doing here, guys?
Like a cat.
What are we doing
I
here?
don't...
Uncle Larry.
Keep it. Let's get one more.
Eventually, a broken clock is right twice a day. I have no explanation
I'll pick another. Let me pick another one.
We're done. That's it. That's it.
That's
Jesse.
what we need. We want to get at least one on camera.
Fake it then.
Who else is gonna? How many people do you know that has a notebook? How many people do you know that's predicted deaths like that?
Everything
it's me
that
and
I've
you,
written
and
has
that's
been
it.
on my own. Everything you have seen has been on your own. Can't do it under like people staring.
This is the day that
I
we
will
have.
walk-
We're in your house, so there's nowhere to leave.
I'll catch an Uber. I'm gonna leave and walk away. Seriously.
We did it once. We can do it again. We did it once. Mike.
I can't do this all
agreed to
day
let
with
us-
you.
You agreed to let us film here.
And we've been here for
and
like
I wanna
7.5
get one. I want
hours.
to get one.
What is this?
I told you, it's precognitive dream work by Eric Wargo. He also wrote this book, Time Loops. I'm going to interview him. I think it'd be great if you were there.
Where does he live?
Washington, D.C.
No, thank you.
You want answers? You want to understand it like I do? Then yeah, we're going to talk to the expert who knows.
And what is me being in Eric Wargo's house gonna solve on anything?
If you read these books and he talks about what's in there, you will be convinced. He's coming up with terms. He's been studying this for decades.
How much money have you spent on this?
I've invested everything into this film.
Everything, Jesse? Oh my God.
I still get these visions. I still get things.
I haven't gotten anything in a while.
Maybe because you've closed yourself off to it.
Yes, that's exactly what I've done. And you should too.
So could you please, can you come with me? Because I'm tired of feeling like I'm alone in this. I know we haven't talked in a bit, but I thought it'd be nice to reopen that. And I have somebody who's been there with me.
Hey, you can write me anytime that you want. Okay?
That's all. That's.
Of course, dude. You just gotta unblock me. And your dad and your mom. Have your family unblock me. We can be friends. But this, I can't go to this guy's house. I got kids. I thought you were giving it to me.
You have money. Go order your own book. You probably won't.
I wasn't gonna read it. You're
I
right.
didn't think so. You got your own dad's death how many times in there? And you still can't honestly look me in the eyes and say you don't believe that there's something here. Look me in the eyes and tell me genuinely that you don't believe there's something here.
You wanna know the truth? If it's real, and I could have prevented it, I don't know how I live with myself, if that's the truth. If I could have said something to Dad, or I could have prevented it, I'm not gonna be able to live with myself. It can't be real. It can't be real.
Of all the people in this sick joke that would be having these visions, it's just me and this guy who have faked our entire lives for the internet.
You can show them proof on this movie and they'll never believe you. I'm sorry, man. I'll believe you. If you show me proof, I'll believe you.
It's not enough.
Jesse, it's gotta be.
Sorry that business stuff didn't work out with us.
I did that business because I believed in you.
Well, I hope you believe in me now, because I
believe in
I don't
you.
have anything left. I need to figure out what this is. And goddamn, I just hope people believe it. Because if this comes out and they don't believe the stuff that we're saying, I'm done. I
I don't think I could recover from that.
Just prepare yourself for the possibility that they will.
Yeah, we were coming from South Carolina, and then there's a fellow precog. He's had a lot of experiences, and then yeah, he didn't really want to come with, so it's just me.
Why didn't he want to come?
He's actually a bit freaked out by all of it.
People are scared of the topic.
Yeah, yeah.
Scared when it happens, and they don't understand.
Really makes me feel like that I'm just kind of playing all of this out, that I don't have control of anything.
Maybe that's true.
I'm about to like trauma dump on you, and then
Made the mistake of putting my email in the book, friend.
Here I am.
It's not a mistake, but I've gotten a lot of emails.
Well, how do you feel when people start telling you their dreams?
I love hearing their dreams, because dreams are the most brilliant things, and we're all genius artists while we're sleeping. And that ingenuity in the way a person will represent some future event in a dream scenario is just, it's brilliant. I'm Eric Wargo. I have a PhD in anthropology, and I work as a science writer in Washington, D.C. I am the author of 2 books on precognition, Time Loops and Precognitive Dream Work and the Long Self. Physicists since Einstein's time have pretty much accepted that we live in what's called a block universe. That is to say, we live in a space-time continuum. What that implies is that the future already exists. And it's that cosmology, that block universe cosmology, that allows something like precognition to exist, because it means that there is a future that can influence us now. You can get all kinds of things out of your dreams. You can get creative insights, personal insights. You need to get a feel for that associative language, get a feel for the way that your brain is taking real life and twisting it and transforming it and turning it into something symbolic. In the ancient world, in ancient Greece, in ancient Egypt, there were temples and caves where people would go to dream, to have healing dreams. And there were priests that would help you interpret your dreams. And it was believed that they could, by sleeping in caves, they could get in touch with the dead. And the dead, because they didn't have bodies, were more in touch with the future. And so they would ask the dead questions about the future.
Once I would get control of my dreams, I would start to query future information. Dead family members would tell me things. It was almost like I got control, and it started to become a very bad thing. It is a bad thing. It is currently a bad thing. It's like an obsession now of like trying to get future information, Because I've had relatives die that I knew would die, and I want to stop it. But I can't stop it. But then why show me it? What do I do? What is it?
It's a normal thing. And it happens to everybody.
It doesn't feel like it's normal.
Well, it doesn't feel like it's normal because our culture doesn't normalize it. Okay, our culture, first of all, sweeps the whole topic under the rug. One of the things that I've learned in my study of this topic is that those bad things that you dream about, they're just a tiny fraction.
If I decide to lean into it, that this was all a real thing, that, okay, maybe you can see a little bit into the future, well, then all of this is BS.
All of what is BS?
Existence, like life. Like it just feels like I don't have choice, that I don't have any free will whatsoever.
I think the free will thing is partly a Western hang-up. Einstein's discoveries showed that for any present moment in the universe, there's a point of view from which it's already in the past. So from that point of view, it's not freely will. Prophecies are always on some level self-fulfilling. That is to say, they are part of a loop where our freely willed actions lead to some point that we have prophesied. And that point that we have prophesied has fed back and influenced our actions leading to that point.
It kind of created some form of magic in this world that was, I guess, nice to cling to.
And it's given you the topic of a feature film.
Here we are.
It's incredibly common for artists, for their life to imitate their art in some uncanny way. There was an 1898 novel called Futility by a sea adventure writer named Morgan Robertson. And in this novel, the largest ocean liner ever, called Titan, collides with an iceberg on an April night in the North Atlantic on a run between New York and Liverpool. And almost all the passengers are killed because there aren't enough lifeboats. Virtually that same scenario played out 14 years later with the Titanic disaster. In that case, it was a mirror image of that run between Liverpool and New York. So many people, for instance, had premonitions of 9/11 before it happened. David Mandel woke up from a dream on September 11th, 1996, in which the towers in New York were crashing together. And he painted this and then had himself photographed under the clock at his local bank because he very frequently had premonitions, dream premonitions that came true. And a few months after that, he had another dream of planes crashing into the towers. So as you can imagine, he was pretty stunned when the events unfolded on 9/11 in 2001.
You had a term for that in your book, right?
Yeah, calendrical resonance. There's some way in which, just the same way that you might be unconsciously primed by an anniversary to, like, you know, I'm in a bad mood today, and you look at the calendar, it's like, oh, this is the day that my girlfriend broke up with me 2 years ago, whatever. The same way that we're primed that way, I think we're primed in the opposite direction.
Had you heard of this woman in Toronto? She won $60 million in 2021 based off of the exact sequence of numbers that were dreamt by her husband 19 years earlier.
Wow, no, I did not know about that case.
Tried to get her an interview and talked to the lottery, and I talked to the news, and they were like, she's not giving any handouts.
Right.
Everybody was like, no, I just want to talk to her about the dreaming, the numbers. I don't want the money, right?
You know, to have a dream that comes true a day later, well, it's pretty mind-blowing. To have a dream that comes true decades later, like, talk about certainty that you live in a block universe.
I even had one small dream where it was real basic. I just felt in the back of my mouth really sharp pain in the back near the molars, and it inspired me to go to the dentist, and there was a cavity right there. And so that dream just really helped me out there.
Freud's story is so ironic from start to finish, it's not even funny. He was having arguably precognitive experiences throughout his life. He didn't really dream of how he was going to die, but he dreamed about the oral cancer that he was going to develop later in his life. Part of this dream was these symptoms in the mouth of one of his patients, nearly 3 decades later, matched exactly what happened in his own mouth. I argue that dream was a premonition that just went unrecognized, as most premonitions do. Harriet Tubman had what we would now call very standard precognitive dreams. Dreams about a particular family member being in danger, or she would see herself flying over the landscape. She would dream about women dressed in white who would help her on her journeys to the north. When she was in her early teens, she received a very strong blow on the head. Quite common in the biographies of people with powerful precognitive experiences that they have some sort of physical trauma, like a head injury or being struck by lightning or something like that.
I had a brain injury right around when I was the age of 21. Do you feel like that brain injury has any relevance to this? I've had them after the brain injury, before the brain injury.
One of the most striking modern cases of a regular precognitive dreamer is a woman named Elizabeth Crone. In 1988, she was struck by lightning. She started having regular precognitive dreams. And one of the vivid details was that the passengers were somehow standing on the wings. What happened was, a few hours later, Chesley Sullenberger pilots his plane to a safe landing on the Hudson. All the passengers then come out standing on the wings waiting to be rescued by nearby boats. And these photos went viral on the internet. Was it the lightning strike which somehow jolted something loose in her brain, or did it just give her this heightened awareness of death and things that would magnetize her attention after that? Was it just more like a trauma? Who knows? I think there's all kinds of ways in which these kinds of experiences can change us. Precognition is intuition by another name. It is a kind of memory. It's a kind of connection to our own future, the same way memory, or ordinary memory, is a connection to our past.
Where does deja vu fall into this? Is this because I've had a tremendous amount, and I would swear that it was a dream that I had that I didn't write down And that's where that familiarity came from.
Yeah, a lot of people ask that. A lot of people think that, well, deja vu must be an aspect of this, and it could be. The trouble is there's no way to test it.
I remember I was in Atlantic City getting a call that one of my close friends had overdosed. His name was Scott. He shows up in my dreams a lot. I remember walking this Atlantic City street thinking Scott had just died, and I just got this crazy deja vu. I was like, I lived this before.
Whoa, I just had deja vu.
What?
I just had deja vu.
Nah.
Is it odd?
No, I just had deja vu.
How could that be possible?
Usually it's knowing what people are gonna say.
Uh-huh.
Like I've already heard them say the phrase before they've said it, and it's
Right.
literally I could like word for word say it. But then all of a sudden it does feel like it shifts. Like once I draw attention to it, all of a sudden
you lose it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Another thing that contributes to precognitive abilities is sort of being able to linger on that borderline between waking and sleep. Those semi-awake states, it's called hypnagogia. Those are the sort of dreamlike images that you have on your way to falling asleep. Those are often rich for precognitive material. Thomas Edison famously got inspiration by maintaining himself in a state of hypnagogia, and I don't know exactly what his method was. Salvador Dali, he's the one who used like he'd hold some keys in his hand, he would have a plate below the keys, and he would sit in a chair, and then as he dozed off, he'd drop the keys, and that would wake him up. And so that's the key to accessing hypnagogic information. Or in Dali's case, painted. I mean, he would paint these very elaborate paintings of these just bizarre images that would occur to him on the edge of sleep.
Because can I show you something?
Sure.
Have you come across this man before?
No.
Does he look familiar at all?
No.
He's appeared in multiple dreams of mine, and like he's told me future information.
Well, dreams always personify things, and they personify abstractions. And it sounds like your dreaming brain is personifying the idea of precognition. That's an abstraction right there. And it's personifying it by attaching it to a figure.
To me, I feel as close to evil as you can get. Like I don't get a good impression from him, and when he tells me any of these details, I almost feel like he's got an agenda that is not for my benefit.
Isn't that how you feel about precognition in general? Figures that appear evil in our dreams, if we encounter them in real life, they're not evil at all. I mean, don't be afraid of this guy.
Like he's like the last person I'm gonna say.
In your life, you mean?
Yeah. So like if I ever do see him, I think that'll be it. I think that'll be the end.
I would say that you're probably wrong.
Traveled all the way across the country to IONS. This is the Institute of Noetic Sciences. This is one of the premier research facilities on consciousness. We're getting to talk to some of the lead researchers in this field, and maybe finally, I can get some answers. Oh, I'll be damned. He actually showed up. Hello there, sir.
Okay.
Wow, I didn't think you'd show up, man.
Yep.
You seem like you're like not even sure why you're here.
I'm not sure why I'm here. You said you had something.
Yep, the scientists are kind enough to let us in with the cameras and let us do some experiments. So if you're ready, then let's do it.
I'm open to it. Hey, I wouldn't be here if I didn't trust you.
Like bleeding for no reason. But the one day we're all white was bleeding. You nervous? You can't be bringing the nervous energy, and it'll affect the results.
Hi, Jesse.
Hey, Cedric. What's
Welcome
up,
to
man?
IONS. How are you?
Thank you. Thanks for doing this. This is Michael, too, by the way.
Michael. Nice to meet you. I'm Cedric.
I thought he could be doing some of the experiments with us.
Sure,
so.
of course. No problem.
Cool.
Well, are you guys ready to go see the lab?
Oh, it's not here.
It's downstairs, yeah. These are the offices.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, we're here.
All right.
I don't know, we're a little nervous, honestly.
Don't worry. You'll be safe.
It's a cave. So you actually believe in this stuff?
Well, I believe in the scientific method, and we do see significant effects. And I do believe people's subjective experiences, but it's definitely a hard question to answer.
Yeah, very hard question, Mike.
What is this about?
I think this is a look at a sixth sense through time, through all the ages. People that can heal.
What? This book's not even in English. I can't read this.
Every single one of these books is on consciousness, parapsychology, precognition. So you can't tell me there's not something here, or else people wouldn't have dedicated hundreds of years of research. Imagine writing a book this big.
I don't even want to read a book that big.
The Memoirs of a Psychic Spy. Yeah, and then you got remote viewers. Like
Remote viewing, where's that at?
Eric Wargo was talking about Joe McMoneagle, remote viewer 001. They'd have him pick a spot in the world. He'd see it and draw it, photographic memory. And then they'd reveal the location, and then they'd look at it with the picture. It's a perfect match.
Is that real?
Yes, yeah.
This happened?
100%. This is a real thing. They ran, it was Operation Stargate. They ran it for like 20, 30 years. And they had success with it, and then they shut it down.
Why would they shut it down?
Well, the theory is that it's still going, but it's more in secret now.
Weren't there like CIA documents that leaked when they were like working on this
No,
stuff?
it's all public now. It came out like 5 years ago. I don't know. So you can even read it all for yourself. It's possible that's just precognition. It's because they get exposed to the location in the future.
It just all keeps going back to it. It's
Exactly.
it is interesting. Okay,
like maybe everything just boils down to precognition.
Like maybe that's love at first sight.
Exactly.
Like maybe you just, when you feel it,
I feel like I know you.
Right.
Well, you will.
That's interesting.
I'm a senior research associate at IONS. I've been here for about 5 years. We have studied meditation, altered states of consciousness, precognition, presentiment, telepathic experiences, remote viewing, all these phenomena that suggest people may access information that transcends space and time, that there may be more to reality than we think.
Why? I didn't say anything.
And this goes back to decades ago with the double slit experiment.
I'm convinced.
My favorite topic is presentiment and precognition, mainly because I feel like it's the easiest to control scientifically.
The easiest?
Today we're going to use this headset called the Galea, made by OpenBCI, a new headset that combines VR with electrophysiology. And so we're going to use that to study how your body may have processes that may predict car crashes.
Well, I'm not going to get shocked, right?
No.
Have you guys done tests where it is to get, because I've seen it seems like it's more linked towards the more emotional response as the thing that gets like precognized.
We did see an increase in the occipital regions, which is the visual regions, as if the participants were seeing something. And that was only 130 milliseconds before the image appeared.
130 milliseconds.
Yeah, that's very, very fast.
I mean, I feel like that's proof right there, right? I mean, if you go 130 milliseconds, then what's stopping you from doing more?
What do you mean?
Let's get this thing on Jesse.
They're passively recording.
Passively?
Yeah.
Dude, it looks like a jigsaw trap.
See how it looks.
Who are the players in this space?
IONS has been a leader for a long time. Dean Radin, the chief scientist, has done most of the work.
So we act like there was an accident?
Yeah, like once every...
It's not that crazy. So
Right. So I don't scream and throw it off my head, right?
Yeah, kind of like you just saw some crash.
Right, okay, yeah.
Doesn't matter too much.
Whatever's on your mind.
So this, like, proves what?
You can smear activity from the future to the past.
Sorry. Yeah. What time?
I'm gonna go. I've seen enough. There's nothing here, dude. There's nothing. I gotta go home.
What do you...
It's no disrespect. It's just, I just don't.
What do you want to know?
Nothing that's here. I gotta go. I'm gonna...
Could you wait? Yeah, hold on.
Is there, do you have anything? Like, I feel like I'm a burden of this. I gotta go.
No, I think it's fine.
Michael, what's your take on a drug that's commonly taken, or for example, a COVID vaccine, are you convinced it is efficient?
Because you took the vaccine, right?
I took the vaccine, yeah. I got COVID, I'm alive.
So if you look at the reports, the science that validated the Pfizer vaccine, for example, they had a confidence level of 95%. And that allowed the vaccine to be released to the world safely. And they had, for example...
Yeah, he's one of those.
Yeah, no, I agree, I like it.
Yeah. I guess he's curious, like, so the 95%.
So 95% confidence is...
Doesn't...
No, it's good, it's good.
Okay. You took the vaccine, Mike.
Yes.
Knowing it was 95%, but you're not willing to take the pre-sentiment research, which was at a 95%.
It's different research, Jesse.
Have you done dream-related studies?
Right.
As, like, people dream, yeah, like, say dreaming specifically, or, like, visions and things?
That would be Julia Musbridge, maybe. I haven't personally.
I mean, I could talk about the data, but honestly, it's not convincing. You all know that I believe that this is true and that the statistics stand by it. But let me ask you, is there any particular statistical test you would need to believe this? Or would you prefer personal experience? 3/4 of the audience, personal experience.
Really?
These are statisticians.
Really?
Their whole job is to draw conclusions from statistics.
And what personal experience do you feel like they were looking for? Because I'm
They
sure...
need to have it themselves. Everyone needs to have it themselves. And that's why I'm so passionate about lifting the stigma.
Yeah.
Because probably 80 to 85% of people have had experiences like these.
Wow.
Since I was a kid, I've been having very detailed predictive dreams. And I started to take a dream journal down. They were so detailed and clear that I became convinced that this wasn't my unconscious mind. I was like a field ready to be planted. So people who are particularly skilled at music, we notice as their children, and we say, hey, we're gonna give you piano lessons, we're gonna give you voice lessons, you know, drum, whatever it is, right? With this kind of stuff, there's stigma, there's concern, there's fear of the devil. So that if you're in that top 3 to 5%, you're more likely to shut that down.
Is it a funding issue?
Yeah, there's very little money in research. You have to run a whole study, recruit all these participants, measure them, analyze the data, publish a manuscript, often pressure to have an effect.
So there's a whole group of scientists and institutions that are trying to disprove what you guys have been
There are a
proving?
few.
You're not holding back.
Everyone's so careful because they have to be, but I don't have to be.
Yeah, because I mean, you're in this field. Like
I decided to not pursue tenure-track academic positions at Tier 1 research institutions because I was told to take this off my resume if I wanted to pursue those.
You were told to take what off?
To take anything related to psychic stuff off of my resume.
Psychic stuff?
Yeah. And I said no thank you because it's the most interesting stuff I'm doing. Are you kidding me? People can predict the future and I can show that scientifically. Not taking that off my resume, thank you. I'll just go do that.
Is this why we're at where we're at?
They laughed at me. Is this
They
why
laughed.
they when she read, oh, I'm reading her resume more closely, she's done some really interesting stuff, and then people laugh. I've always been really skilled at noticing how people are, how they carry themselves, how they express themselves, their tone of voice. And so when a teacher would say something and the words were wrapped in shame, and there was a little bit of a nudge or a nudge, nudge, wink, wink, those people who believe in this,
Right.
that tells you there's something there. There's a sense of there's truth there. So they have to cover up the truth because there's this unknown thing that they don't really understand.
Yeah.
And that goes into shame. So I've seen that cycle over and over again. And so you can pinpoint where in the future there will be scientific revolutions based on where the shame is now.
Do you believe that precognition is real?
I've heard experiences that seem far from being possible by coincidence, but I don't know. We don't.
So like, if you had to pick a side, like if you had to boil it down, like a yes or no, like do you believe? Like what camp do you side?
I'm in the middle.
Let's see. So if time's going this way, let's pretend time is linear. Ha ha ha. So, so anyway, time's going this way in a line, and here's an event that occurs, and here's your prediction of the event, and that these are in relationship with each other.
I'm creating the loop with the film.
Yep. It's like nature's way of making things important
Right.
and making connections that weren't there before. It's really phenomenal. I think this is interwoven with the fabric of the universe, and it's personal.
And so it just kind of lends itself to the case for meditation and being more relaxed and
Oh,
at
shit.
peace. And is it?
It's like 2:57.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. Can we get a handheld?
Is that it would be really valuable to try to figure out how to harness this. We wouldn't be the first country who tried to do that.
Do you think it's still ongoing?
I don't know enough to know. I don't have a security clearance right now.
Do you think this is all precursor to developing some ability to navigate through time differently?
Why, yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah, I call that informational time travel, and that's what I work on now, is how can we send ourselves a message from the future? That'd be useful.
Is there anything I can do to channel that further, like that I can?
Yes, so unconditional love. So self-transcendent experiences where you're connected with something larger than yourself. Being in a state of unconditional love, I've shown in 2 studies now that actually increases accuracy in terms of receiving information from the future.
So just removing the filters and.
I gotta go. Yeah, removing. What does unconditional love do? Unconditional love, which is really loving without the need for something to change, like loving as is. When you love something as is, you're also loving basically the calculation that the universe has made. You're saying this is what's true.
Is there somewhere I can go?
In here, buddy.
I come all the way to Ion. I come all the way to Ions trying to.
Yeah, get out of here.
You don't think it's at Ions?
No, but sometimes you have to go places. Sometimes God takes you places so that you can go home, you know? So, I gotta go.
Was it the YouTube videos that? Was it like my YouTube channel that the higher ups like to not give us enough time, or?
The what? Sorry.
Like my YouTube channel, was it that? Like, why they didn't give you more time with us, or?
We get hundreds of requests every day, and it's, you know, we're such a tiny. We look like a big organization. We're like 5 scientists and one.
It was surprising that like nobody else wanted to be interviewed.
Yeah, they're very, very busy people, and it's not personal.
We have stuff currently that hasn't come true yet that we're, you know,
anticipating.
I had one of him dying next year, heart attack.
So, how would it help if we had an answer? Would it help? Do you think it would help you cope with the stress of it? Because it wouldn't prevent his death if that was going to happen.
I don't know if I told you this when my mom dreamt. She saw a death certificate, and it was in a car on a bridge in the 2020s. So like now we're here, and it's just like I'm death free. Do you guys do sleep studies?
We are doing one currently on lucid dreaming. That's very exploratory.
I'll do whatever you guys want me to do.
Well, yeah, this one's just completed, and I'm sorry, but
like
we
whenever.
We'll let you know.
Whenever.
Yeah, sure.
Because I thought, you know, with you guys being the premier researchers, that there'd be something more for me to solve some of the things that I've dealt with in my life. It's been haunting me. That's what's driven me out here to Ions, as I wanted to talk with somebody who knew, you know, what's going on. It scares the hell out of me knowing that, like, you guys are the premier spot and you don't know. Because he knew when his dad was gonna die. He wrote it down. He wrote it down, and I knew people that I did, complete strangers to me, when they were gonna die. I don't want to have these experiences anymore. I've had hundreds of experiences that this film's all about. And I just need to find out what the fuck is going on.
Well, you might talk to some of my colleagues that have better answers.
I mean, I didn't come all this way. I literally flew out here. It's like $25,000. It's a lot of money. Just try to get something.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can.
And I got my reputation on the line. You know, we're trying to do something real with this documentary, and it's hard when we're doing experiments. That like I thought we were gonna do real experiments here, but I put the helmet on and there was nothing.
I told you what we're gonna do ahead of time.
That's hard. That's hard because I want people to trust us, and that this is a real struggle, and provide like some sort of validity to the space. And then we come here, and you were 90 minutes late in the first day, and you're late today, and we try to do experiments, and we talk for months.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I told you.
It hurts. It hurts me.
My supervisor.
I put so much into this.
My supervisor gave me 3 hours on today for you, and because you were motivated and I believe in your cause, I give you 2 days. And yes, I told you you had personal emergencies going on. People come
Just
to
what
us
is
for
it?
validity, and that's not what we do. So that's on you. I'm sorry. We don't validate people's experiences. We try to understand them with our scientific tools. And if it's not enough for you,
I'm sorry. There's just nothing. You know, come on, slam me, try.
kind of dropping the bomb here.
It really is a bust.
That happens all the time. I didn't realize he was
let down.
in that kind of place where
Shit just seems so
they
dark.
think scientists can solve their
Nobody
lives
has any
and
answers. Like, I feel very
help
alone
them
with
cope
this.
with death and
You're
their
talking to one of the lead
experiences.
researchers, and you hope that he had some experiences himself.
If he's getting on camera that
the makeup anymore.
Michael's gonna die in 1 year, and it happens, I mean, that's better proof than science to me.
Hey. I'm sorry. Was I look like a fucking idiot out there?
He's concerned. Hey, you just keep looking, bro. That's it. Just keep looking, Jeff.
This was the top.
The answers ain't here. They gotta be somewhere. We're not alone. There can't be just 2 of us in the world. There's people. Other people have this too, man. Come on, man. I love it.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming out here. I didn't think you'd come. I didn't think you'd come out here.
I think I was either.
But if you want to go, I understand, you know.
Bro, I'm just glad to spend time with you, man, you know?
No, it's been good. You know, you got your family. This is my journey. I appreciate you coming all this way.
Answers, bro. That's all we need.
I know.
Answers,
I know.
man. That's it.
I'll go in and do whatever I need to do. That's what I've always done. But I appreciate it, man. I gotta go in and see.
Your mom's gonna be fine, man. Don't even think about that. She's like the best person, bro.
That's the scariest part. It's always how it works.
You already know you can change it, Jess. You already did.
I try not to use that one example, though. Maybe you're right. I don't know.
Hi, Jesse.
Scott? What are you doing here?
You know, you should throw one of your LAN parties. We don't hang out enough.
We can't hang out. You died 5 years ago.
Of course we can hang out. We can hang out right now. Play some jailbreak, do some tree climbing.
I hadn't seen you since high school. It's like 7 years. I remember on a whim I decided to get food, and there you were. I was so happy to see you. Hoist me up off the ground. You're always larger than life, Scott. And later that night, you died of an overdose.
You always question everything, don't you, Jesse?
Hey there, Yum Yum. Didn't think your fat uncle could catch your candy ass.
I'll be standing still.
Yeah? Well, you keep pushing me with these damn videos, I'll have a heart attack.
You can't be here.
The hell I can't. I can be wherever I want to be, asswipe.
You don't understand.
Hey, we're not as dumb as you make us out to be. You're my nephew, Jesse. I'd do anything for you. Oh, Jesus, don't start crying, you freaking douchebag. You know, you almost had me with that one video where you gave your dad the GTO. You ought to make a video from when I tried to come to the house and you were all paranoid about getting COVID.
You died of COVID.
Yeah. Well, we all gotta go sometime, right? Hey, don't leave your poor grandmother waiting too long.
What? I'm sorry I didn't come to the hospital.
It's okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, well, I know this is a dream. A pretty sick one. You guys are all dead. I'm trying not to remember.
Doesn't always have to be so bad.
Yeah, well, life hasn't been the same since you all passed. You were my favorite person, Grandma.
I'm not your grandma.
What? Oh! No! No! Take it back! Take it back! Get off me! Get off me!
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't defeated right now. Got my tail between my legs coming back to South Jersey. Just feel like a loser right now. So not much I can do, but maybe confront some of the old dreams of the past. What's up, guys? That's dope, man. There's no fucking. We got to be quick. We're shooting right now. We're shooting right now.
Hi, Joan.
Hey, Jess.
How's it going?
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Been a long time.
Very long time. You doing all right?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Good to see you.
You too. It's been like 10 years.
That long?
Yeah. Been kind of going back through my past, trying to get different stories. Do you ever remember me telling you any dreams I've had about you?
Yes, I certainly do remember that.
What do you remember from it?
Well, I remember you came in and you said, I gotta tell you some news. Some of it's good, some of it's bad. What do you want to hear first?
Mostly bad.
No, I didn't think it was. You know.
Really?
No, head-on crash, coming around the curve, coming to work. Then me dying. And then you told me the good stuff, that the angel came down, picked me up, and took me upstairs.
I don't remember that
so
part.
I'm happy. That's what you told me. You said an angel came down and was taking me up on that curve. I always had attention to make sure nothing's coming head-on to me. And which way would I go? And so it was very easy. You saved my life. You really did. I cried. I didn't know. I said, boy, it was, it was that close. It was really close. And the trucker never stopped. He just kept right on going.
I noticed they're still like that.
Yeah, I know.
Around here.
Yeah.
Why'd you listen? I feel like it'd be crazy to,
Because I believe in that kind of stuff. I do. I believe things like that happen, that you get warnings.
Did I ever tell you about other dreams I had?
Joe Barca.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's...
Do you remember what it was?
Our barber in town, yeah.
Yeah, I had a dream that a man in a suit just said, "Your barber's going to die. Your barber's going to die." It was literally the next day that Joe Barca had a heart attack.
Yeah, but he didn't die.
From the heart attack?
I think it was a couple years later. He lived to 103.
Joe Barca,
and had COVID, and that's what took him.
He died of COVID?
Yeah.
Well, that just throws everything off for me.
Well,
I've been basing all of this, we call it precognition, off of those dreams. Like, you were like my third or fourth one, and that one was the first one that kicked it off, and it was like the next day. It was like, but you're telling me he didn't die, so. Well, now I'm gonna look like I'm full of it. Is the barbershop still open?
yeah, Junior's over there. Joe Junior's doing the cutting, yeah.
I wonder how he would react.
I know.
How did you react?
Well, I told myself I better watch out for a red tractor trailer coming because I didn't want to meet that one yet. I wasn't ready. But I think with Joe, it might disturb him, Junior. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been thinking maybe a little too much about it.
Yeah, well, so then turn it off.
Yeah. Easier said than done. Seems like the more spiritual people have more of an understanding than the scientists as it relates to this stuff.
Yeah, the scientists, they have no idea.
So you think it would be a God thing?
Oh, definitely. I don't think it's a devil.
You don't think this man in this suit who's in my dreams is a devil?
When you go to sleep, think about something really good times or something like that. Or else keep telling yourself, I can't keep doing this because it's going to make me crazy and my whole life is going to, you're going to lose everything.
I feel like I already am kind of.
Oh, I know.
I feel like I'm like losing it a little
You
bit.
look haunted to me. I can see it in your eyes.
So we're at Evan Higgins' apartment right now. Like, he thinks we're here just to interview him for this car accident he was in many years ago. I don't feel good about sort of stretching the truth in that regard, but I feel like there's really no easy way to say, hey, I dreamt you would be paralyzed. Thanks for sitting down with me, Evan. It's probably a little weird because would you say we were friends in high school, or how would you?
Acquaintances? I mean, I knew you. I was in a tennis team with you, and I was in like 1 or 2 classes.
Were you JV?
I guess it was. I don't know if I made JV.
We were like in the branch below that.
Yeah.
JJV.
I didn't play professionally or anything, like competition-wise.
I wanted to talk to you because you had a traumatic brain injury. That was in high school, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was a senior in high school. I was driving an unfamiliar road, and I got T-boned when I was crossing the intersection. They had to remove both sides of my skull to allow my brain to swell. I was in a coma for 24, 48 hours, around that time. And then I had no skull bone for 12 weeks. I had to relearn every single thing in my life, 1 + 1, eat, sleep, bathroom. I was in a wheelchair for several months.
So the accident was over 10 years ago, yet it still affects you today.
Yeah, so the brain injury is gonna basically make me like disabled for the rest of my life.
Do you feel like that accident was always gonna happen?
No, I don't think that really was the case. So,
you feel like you had a choice?
A choice as in what?
To not get into the accident? Or do you feel like it was just had to play itself out?
I mean, the stop sign was like moved a little bit, so I wasn't able to see it.
Right, do you wish you could go back?
So those kind of questions kind of came initially when I was like in the hospital, but I just figured, you know what, it happened, I gotta move on. I'm very glad about where I'm at in life because I'm able to be very independent. I have my own apartment, I work, I drive, everything's good, I mean, to an extent, but there are other people, if there are other parts of the brain where...
Can I share something with you?
Yeah, sure.
Because I have some regrets. There's something I haven't told you about, like, why I really wanted to come and talk to you. I had a dream before it happened. I was in the gymnasium at school, and I saw you in the distance, and I noticed a light fixture in the ceiling, loose, and suddenly it just fell, and you were directly under it.
and it crushed you. And I was like, Jesus, I don't think he's gonna make it out of that. And so I walked over to your body. You were fully crushed, and your legs. Your legs were pinned, and I remember they were also flailing, and then they were still. When I looked at it in the dream, I thought, Evan's paralyzed. And then I would see you walking around gym every school day. And I thought, should I tell him about this dream? Because up until that point, I had other dreams of people dying and they've come true. Other crazy things, bad things happening, and that's what this film's really about.
Okay.
I regret not telling you one of those days. It was at least a few weeks, maybe a month before the accident happened, that I wondered, well, if I just told Evan, maybe, as weird as it was, maybe something in your brain would click and for some reason you just wouldn't have gotten into the accident. Like a warning, a premonition.
To go with the fact that you're like envisioning like legs and stuff too, like that's definitely very chilling, I guess you can best say, yeah. I don't know, have you spoken to a medical professional about that?
Yeah, this is my therapy.
Okay. I have no regrets of my life of what happened, so everything's good. I mean, you're fine, so.
I'll take it.
I can't really imagine how you're feeling. It's a big weight in your shoulder that you have to decide to save someone's life. Honestly, would not have known how I would have reacted. This happened 3 months prior, so I can't imagine myself living in a bubble, especially at 17, where...
I did not think it would be this hard. Was there multiple letters from Joe Barca himself, even one from us to Joe Barca that we never sent? This is our most recent letter. Mr. Jesse, I would like to thank you for the fruit nuts gift package you presented to me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. My wife Marie is enjoying it, also to the utmost.
Try calling him.
My, our Lord and Savior, richly blessed for your thoughtfulness. I am feeling a little better after my horrible accident on Willow Grove Road. State police arrived, EMT. The utility pole landed on top of my rented car.
I've been in a lot of pain the last 18 days, not sleeping at all. Many nights it has been very, very difficult, but I trust God that someday I will be healed.
I am an old man living in my 75th year on this earth. I am not well, he's underlined. My good man, Jesse, looking forward to your filming on October 17th at my shop, along with meeting your film crew. I think, sir, you will be impressed.
I hear the TV turn off from the inside. Somebody's clearly in there. He gave me a cell phone number. You could hear it ring from inside the house.
The craziest thing is the day that we were to go interview Joe Barca is the day that I blacked out. I was sick for at least a week and a half. I ended up blacking out and falling in the bathroom floor. I had a fever of like 103 degrees for 4 or 5 nights. So I got COVID, and it was given to me by Michael at the lab in San Francisco. I feel like it all could have been avoided, but of course not, because I precogged it like 3 weeks prior.
Yeah, I had a dream, what was it, a few weeks ago or something? You got COVID.
Found it very odd, like a full circle, weird synchronicity, that Barca blacks out when we're trying to interview him, and then the day we finally have him, I black out.
For some reason, we're just stuck together in time.
Hi, Joe. It's Jesse Ridgway. I came by the barber shop, wanted to see if you're ready to be interviewed for our film. I was over to the house. I left you a letter. Please give me a call back. Thanks. Bye.
Sometimes I wake at night and watch the rain fall through the street lights. As you're standing still in my mind, fading out, waving goodbye. And I wonder where you are tonight. If the one you're with was a compromise, as we're walking lines in parallel that will never meet, and it's just as well.
Take 60? How many times do we gotta do this?
What do you mean?
How about, so you don't care?
Of course I
I'm
care.
sitting here by myself, taking care of everything!
Sometimes I'm overcome by every choice I couldn't outrun. The junctions all disappear. You can't double back to your summer years. And I wonder where you are tonight. If the one you're with was a compromise, as we're walking lines in parallel that will never meet, and it's just as well. And I wonder where you are tonight. If the one you're with was a compromise, as we're walking lines in parallel that will never meet, and it's just as well. It's just as well. And I wonder where you are tonight. If the one you're with was a compromise, as we're walking lines in parallel that will never meet, and it's just as well. And I wonder where you are tonight. And if one you're with was a compromise, as we're walking lines in parallel that will never meet, and it's just as well. It's just as well.
Rolling. We just passed Barca. He's way in the distance. Either he turns left to go into 40 or post office. I feel like those are the only two options that make sense. No passing. Fuck it. Barca mode, baby. Oh, is that the green car right there?
Yeah, it's leaving the post office.
Oh, and there's Voros. And there's Voros. What the fuck? Oh. Joe. Joe. How's it going? Want to talk to you. Oh, he's pulling over. Yeah, just stay in the car. I'll walk up. Hey, Joe, how's it going? It's great to see you. You doing well?
Fair.
Fair.
I don't think I'm interested in doing this.
No?
I thought about it and all that. I'm not interested.
Are you,
I don't want to be publicized and all that.
is there anything I could do to...
No, not really.
'Cause I know you're having troubles financial with the car accident and stuff. Maybe if there's some way I could cut you a check and...
No, sir, I'm okay.
Because it seemed like you were down, it was like a couple weeks ago. In the letter, you were excited to meet the crew and all that.
I was, but things have changed. Things have changed. I just don't have the vision. I don't have the willpower. I just don't want to do it.
You put a lot of work in, man.
Yeah,
you know,
thank you.
you've done a lot for the community and your family, and I hate to see you, you know, just down on yourself, you know?
Yeah, I have to go. Look, God bless you.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Could I share something with you? Because I wanted to tell you this. It was kind of weird for me. I had a dream one night that this man in a suit told me your barber's going to die. It was later that night your dad had a heart attack.
That's right. Yeah, how about that? That's something. Yeah, that's right.
And but he didn't die from that.
No. He had 2 heart attacks. He did recover from that. He did recover.
He recovered. That's weird, right? The dream with the...
Right.
Because I've been sitting on that for 15 years, and I didn't know what to make of that. Have you ever had dreams that...
I dream, yeah, occasionally at times. Yes, I do, yes.
Has anything ever come true, or...
Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
Any crazy ones, or...
Yeah, I've had a couple. Yeah.
Super interesting.
Right. I have to go. God bless you.
Yeah. God bless you, Joe.
Yeah, have a good night.
Keep your head up, man.
Yes, I will.
Keep your head
Thank
up.
you. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I wish I went a little differently. View doesn't get old. If I'm ever gonna get a vision, I would imagine it'd be right here. I just don't spend enough time stopping and smell the roses. I'm always moving so fast. Half the time, I feel like I could just slow down, maybe I'd start to see more. Definitely would start to appreciate more. Just wish I could turn everything off. Turn all the noise, all the voices in my head. How are you gonna ever see into the future if you can't even fully be present? If I can't find the answers in a lab, if I could go to a place that looks like this and try to go lucid and tap in, that seems a better option than anything else. I'm staying the night at Serenity Ridge. It's like a retreat center, like as close as a monastery as I can get in the United States. I'm gonna spend a night or two, however long it takes, and maybe have some precognitive dreams. I'm about to talk to this one guy named Alejandro, who's, I guess this like Tibetan yoga instructor, but he's actually spent a lot of time with monks, so I might not be able to get the real thing, or maybe he is one. I really don't know. I'm trying not to be disrespectful. I just don't know enough about this kind of culture and stuff. I'm not religious. I'm just a dude who's had dreams of future stuff happening. So like, this is very weird for me.
And as you breathe in and out, allow that breath to expand your abdomen like a balloon. Breathing in, breathing out, letting go. You know, when we talk about dreams, we are less interested in the story itself and more interested in who's dreaming. This aspect of dreamlike world, do we recognize that this is dreamlike too? You know, this is
the dream.
It's not the dream, it's
a dream.
It's a dream. This identity that we think we have, it's a dream.
Has there been stories of the monks having visions, precognition?
When you say precognition, what do you mean?
Do they ever dream the future?
Yeah, they don't talk much about it. I've heard of people having these kind of dreams, not only monks, people, like you, like others, and...
But then I've grappled with, why am I being shown these things if I can't do something about?
At least the way I understand in our tradition, things are not predestined.
Really?
Yeah, things can be aligned to be going in that direction, but there are things that you can change, right?
So the philosophy is that there is a general flow to life. Like there's some guidance, but there is some free will within that.
The truck is going in that direction, but you can stop it.
Over the last few years, I've tried to go lucid in the dreams, and I'll see dead relatives, dead friends. I'll ask them things about the future. What are the lottery numbers gonna be?
And they actually tell you, and you...
I've got numbers, and some of them have been pretty close.
What about asking, why are you here?
I can't say I've asked that.
The more you try, the less it comes. The moment you let go, suddenly it comes up.
It's pretty hard to let go when you got somebody haunting you,
Right,
and all these things in my past.
But the moment that you notice that fear, that's kind of confronting it, and don't stay in the guy. Come back to you. What's happening to you? How do you feel?
Look in the mirror at myself.
Yeah, you go closer to the movie, becomes pixels, and there's nothing, right? Who's fearful Jesse? Is fearful Jesse the same as, producer Jesse? And is the same as liberated Jesse? Can fearful Jesse disappear into liberated Jesse?
Well, I would love that. I've been scared since I was a little kid. Yeah. I burned my feet across hot tar. I was in a wheelchair for a very long time. And I used to knock on my dad's door, and go into his bedroom, and I'd have to hold his hand just to be able to fall asleep. Guess I've always been scared.
And at that age was not this guy, so it was something else.
Yeah. I was 8 years old, and it seems like every year or so it's something new. And this man has been haunting me 15, 16 years now.
But when you held your dad's hand, that kind of...
Yeah, it brought me back down. And I don't know what that is now,
There's so many ways of grounding and feeling like, stay here and now. What's the need of going to the future? When I was in India, that first trip, they would tell me, dig in many holes, but then when you find the water, keep on digging. So that's the hole that I've been digging for 30 years. Yeah, see where your water is.
Yeah, I want to keep digging deeper into this world, this dream world.
Yeah. But ask the right questions. Ask the right questions. I think that's important.
I will.
Not that scary. I've seen a lot scarier in my dreams. I guess while you're there, what are the lottery numbers gonna be tomorrow? It's gonna be a market crash? You gonna let me know next time?
How about the pandemic? Who are you? Why were you there that day? I was just a kid. You tell me somebody's gonna die and I can't stop it? What is that? What am I supposed to do with that? You just stand there staring at me, haunting me my whole life. When will my parents die? Can you please tell me that? I don't care. I don't care anymore. It's fine. I never want to see you again.
What else do you want to know about the future?
Nothing.
Liar.
I just want to exist. Yeah. I've dreamt of making a movie my whole life. It's great that this dream's coming true, even though I wish I had the smoking gun. Here's how it works on a silver platter. I'm not crazy. You believe me now? Having to relive all your worst nightmares and recreate them for this film has been pretty miserable, actually. I wanted the viewer to hear my experiences and be like, oh, wow, you know, I've had stuff similar to that, and I really wanted to have something by the end to hand him. A lot of this was to convince myself that either I am quite crazy and there's nothing here and it's coincidental, or when I watch everything back, I'm like, your barber's going to die. Oh, shit. I don't know where I ultimately land in the battle of free will versus fate, but I definitely feel a lot better about either. It's more important that people just feel heard in this realm. We at least got to start with that. This whole time, I've been trying to search and go on this journey for answers about dreams and physical reality when the answers have been in my dreams, so I'm going to sleep. I'm gonna write it down every night. Just completely clear it all. Remove the noise. Tens of thousands of years of dreaming, and this is all we have? We have a lot of work to do. It's just really exciting to me knowing that there's actually like some real magic out there in this world. There's something that we've yet to discover. So I'll be experimenting in the dream world, like the famed astronauts in space, except I'll be going deep within. Maybe there'll come a time where we value that more. The real hook of it is, though, is the feeling. It's not the man in the suit. It's not what he says. It's not what he looks like. It's a feeling I get when he was there. It's a feeling you get when you hear a story of Joe Barca. It's a feeling that I had when I woke up that morning. That's what we're not accounting for in science. That is the key. It's the thing you don't see, it's what's inside. That's the tether to all these precognitive experiences.
has to trigger emotion. That's one thing I know for sure.
Hey! You're not supposed to be out here! Ugh!
Never took your side, never cursed your name. I keep my lips shut tight until you go. We come as far as we're ever gonna get until you realize that you should go. Come in misery where you can seem as old as your omens, and the mother we share will never keep your proud head from falling. The way is long, but you can make it easy on me. And the mother we share will never keep our cold heart from crawling. In the dying light, I'm the only one here, and I will cover you until you go. 'Cause if I told the truth, I would always be free and keep a prize with me until you go. Come in misery where you can seem as old as your omens, and the mother we share will never keep your proud head from falling. The way is long, but you can make it easy on me. And the mother we share will never keep our cold heart from
I had a dream that you died. We're not the closest, but you're a friend of mine. I woke up and realized it was my subconscious showing me what it would be like if the situation gets any more out of hand. All of my sort of friends will be like, whoa, I kinda knew that guy. So I keep fighting each day against this avalanche. I feel like a lava lamb with the way that I've been totally fucked by time. I had a dream that you died, somehow made it about me. I had a dream that you died, somehow made it about me. And I had a dream that I saw a blue whale jump out of the water, standing on the dock that took me back to Omaha. For no reason other than the happiness I felt that so often seems lost. And then I got to thinking how recently a lot I pondered suicide, but I could never do that to my mom. So I keep fighting each day against this maelstrom. I feel like a chia pet, the way my hair looks dumb and my heart is made of stone. I had a dream that I saw a blue whale, I was happy. I had a dream that I saw a blue whale, I was happy. I had a dream that you died. I had a dream that you died. I had a dream that you died. Somehow made it about me. I had a dream that you died. I had a not the closest, but you're a friend of mine.